All right, I think we are good. We'll get this one on the way. Get this party started. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have y'all on. Do me a favor, throw a 1 in the comments. Let me see, throw a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear me okay, if my audio is clear. Throw a 1 in the comments. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab paper and pen. I appreciate everybody for dialing in. Get my lumbar support right on my chair. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We've had an incredible weekend of college football, pro football. So, you know, hopefully you spent some time with your families and decompressed a little bit. We'll give it about another 30 seconds. I'm sipping my Real Detox tea, right? Gotta have your Real Detox tea on deck for a Sunday night, especially if y'all wasn't eating good, you know, you wasn't eating healthy. You need your Real Detox tea on a Sunday night to get you all cleansed out so you can be operating at top speeds for the rest of the week, starting on a Monday. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let us know where you're dialing in from. I can actually, it's shocking, I can actually see the comments this evening, so this is amazing. Yeah, take the mental notes. Good, if you're driving, take the mental notes or catch the replay. We'll be on here for maybe about 30 minutes, give or take, live from Dallas, Texas. Welcome. Mobile, Alabama. Fairhope, Streamwood, Illinois. We got our people in there. I see you. Harrisonburg, Virginia. Welcome, welcome. Roswell, Georgia. Gang. Roswell always be representing heavy on these. Welcome, Roswell. Okay, Susan, Baltimore. Yeah, you see the Ravens. My Ravens picked up a win today. They picked up a win. Colorado, I know you saw. Man, that Colorado game had me up till 1:30 in the morning Central Time. The game already started late. Then it was a double overtime thriller. Travis Hunter went out. It was crazy. That's the only college game I think I watched all season. I might have watched 2 games, but I catch up on SportsCenter. Springfield, Oregon, welcome. South Carolina, welcome. Houston, Texas, New Hampshire, Boston, Saginaw, we in here. We in here heavy tonight, troop. Athens, Georgia, welcome. Stu Large on the West Coast was LA. What's up? Good to see you. Coach Marcus, there we go. And Stu might be in LA this week, New York next week, just jet setting, doing what Stu Large do. Joy Brown, welcome. You drinking detox tea too? Good. Okay, Joy Brown, I see you. Marcus, yeah, we was all up late on the game, for real. That game was wild. That game was wild. Bay City, Texas, welcome. Miranda, welcome. Rasan, welcome. North Carolina. All right, yeah, so let's go ahead and dive in, man. We got all my usual suspects on tonight, a lot of rock stars on. We'll dive into it. So craziest thing happened today. Let me just, Kenya, thank you. You like? Yeah, thank you for that. I'll be trying to mix it up, you know what I'm saying? Trying to mix it up, let it do what it do. You know, every blue moon, MJ will get in there and tighten it up for me, you know what I'm saying? Can't have me looking raggedy, you know, just raggedy all over the place, right? Lee Patterson, welcome. Good to see you on. All right, so this is what we got. So before we get started, craziest thing happened today. So y'all know that, okay, and this is weird. This is just one of those things, and Coach Marcus can back me up on this. People will oftentimes, just hear me out, oftentimes leave HBN, okay, keeping it a buck, but them auto ships will be staying on. Okay, people leaving HBN with them auto ships staying on. So we got probably 2 or 3 goofballs that will talk bad about HBN publicly, but because either I can see the back office or Coach Marcus can see the whole company at this point. It's funny because you can see who's on auto ship and who's not. You can see who ordering, who's not. So one of these jokers, I ain't saying no names. I ain't really trying to embarrass nobody, but it's one of my favorite company hoppers. You know, she just be hopping and he just be hopping from company to company. Actually sent the chat in basically to support, saying, "Hey, I can't log into my HBN account. Like, please, is something wrong? help me, like, get me right. I don't know what happened. And we was crying because we're all a family. If you get to top levels of HBN, like I pray that you do, hopefully the stuff I share with you tonight will help you. I'm gonna tell you, it's funny, but we see people who will go to other companies and literally bash HBN. It's so sad to watch, but literally be on them auto ships heavy, using our products heavy. They will be telling other people, oh, don't do HBN, join this company here, but they're still using HBN products, trying to stay healthy, trying to avoid the COVID, trying to keep their weight off. They still drinking juice. They still taking Black Seed. Yeah, me and Marcus saw screenshots. It's receipts. Like, we don't have to go post nothing on Facebook and bash people. Like, we don't do that. That's like childish, real feminine behavior for a man to act like that. And for a woman, that's real aggressive behavior to act like that. And we don't really, we don't really do all that. We like to have a healthy balance of who we are and what we're put here to do. But it's just funny. I just wanted to put that out there for people. The very same people that you think are riding for these other companies, Live Good in particular, I'm gonna just tell you, they ain't letting HBN go at all. And if they tell you anything other than that, they just lying. I'm gonna tell you, they lying. They ain't telling the truth at all. We quit HBN. We did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You still riding. You still there. Still ordering Black Seed. Still ordering Slimmer. Still still maintaining your executive rank or higher, so you keep your check. And it's just unfortunate because I don't even feel sorry for them. I can care less. It makes me sad because there are people who listen to them, and those people are getting off HBN products because they're listening to these other people who are still on the product. And it's the worst form of hypocritical. And I just don't think God is going to bless that. I don't know how it's going to happen. Just hear me out. I don't think God is going to bless that because you got people that really are doing their thing. Let us say, yeah, downline still, yep, they're still buying and using. Yep, still withdrawing commissions. Yep. So there's just a lot of hypocrisy in the industry today, and I'm sad about that. But at the same time, it'll all play out and wash out like it's supposed to. We're here. We have a mission. We need to do what we need to do, and we just going to keep it moving. All right. So that's where we at with it. Okay. And if you ever ask them, if they ever tell you, you need to join Live Good, you need to come over here, ask them, are you still using HBN product and withdrawing commissions? And if they tell you no, especially if they claim to be really top, they're not being honest with you. And in your gut and your intuition, you probably would feel. I have no problems and no shame telling people I still use products from my old, not the last company, but the company before that. I still use products from them. I didn't leave them on no bad note. I didn't have to bash them people. Them people ain't do nothing wrong to me. I just wanted to go in a different direction for my career based on the timing of the company. And I did that. And there's a right way to leave. And I will tell anybody, if anybody ever said, Will, are you still using products from that company you was with 2 companies ago? Yes. And I have no problem with that. I don't promote it. I don't market it. I don't withdraw no commissions. I'm a happy customer. I don't even have a team over there. I am a customer, and I'm not mad about that. And you need to be honest with people. When people are still withdrawing HBN commissions and still using HBN products, but try to talk out the side of your mouth, bashing HBN and its leadership and its corporate staff, but then you message in the corporate staff, hey, please, I need to get in my back office, please. Y'all are real clowns out here, man. You got people out here really clowns. And if you following clowns, don't get mad when you get that clown result in your network marketing career. You wonder why you ain't making no money. Okay, so we'll get back to it. So that's what happened today. That just tickled me, and I wanted to share that in our leadership circle because it's funny to me to see that type of stuff. So that being said, let's dive into it. Last week we were talking about the Matrix. Okay, we were talking about the Matrix last week, and the Matrix is literally a financial institution. It is a financial institution that is specifically designed to occupy every hour of your working life. Okay, this financial institution that is designed to occupy, it predates all of us. It goes back before President Roosevelt and the Rothschilds. It goes back farther than that. And it is designed to keep everyday, regular, happy, God-fearing, tax-paying people in a box that you can never escape from. And by the time you figure out that you've been sold a bad bill of goods, it's too late. You're probably toward the end of your life. And so just a quick recap. I was talking to somebody earlier about this. Most people wake up at 6 in the morning, and between the hours of 6 to 9, they are getting the kids ready for school. They getting ready for work. They're waking up, eating breakfast, drinking a cup of coffee, checking in the newspaper, Kids stay husband or wife, and they out the door, and the kids off to school, and they're at work by 9 o'clock, either at home or at the office. That's first 3 hours. 6 to 9 is already taken care of. From 9 to 5, they at work. Period. It is work. Okay. From 5 to 6, they're coming back home and decompressing. All right. And then from 6 to 9, they're either eating, they with the kids doing homework, they like returning phone calls, checking in on the family. Your hours of 6 to 9 p.m. are also taken care of. So 6 to 9 is getting ready and get you and the kids ready for work and school. 9 to 5, work. 5 to 6, getting home, getting in the door, decompressing, traffic, whatever. 6 to 9 p.m., homework, dinner, family time, kids, again. Okay, then you need to be in bed probably around 10 o'clock, because if you sleep from 10 to 6, that's your 8 hours. Your life is not your life. Your whole life is taken care of, and every hour basically from 6 to 9, 9 to 5, 6 to 9, 10, it's over. If you better pray, you better pray in the morning or before you go to bed. That's all the time you got. Well, Will, I can have fun and build my business on the weekends. No, it won't work. Why? Because they give you what we call on the weekend church, which is good. They give you other distractions like sporting events, football, basketball, baseball. There's a season for everything. Concerts, that's all on the weekend. Okay. On Saturday, you probably were sleeping in if you can, and you got to find stuff for the kids to do. Plus, you got to do housework. You got to clean the kitchen. Y'all ain't got no housekeepers. Half y'all ain't got no housekeepers. I got a housekeeper come over every 2 weeks. Miss Paula come over every 2 weeks. Not Paula, CEO, but my housekeeper's name is Paula. Clean up everything. I don't even want to waste time doing that. All y'all should have a housekeeper. If you want one, you keep the economy going, and they love what they do. It's not subservient. They ain't no servants. They are entrepreneurs. And if that's their business product, and I like the product or service, I will support my local product or service and support my local economy by hiring local people to come and do what they want to do. And if they want health products, they get them from me. If I want a house cleaning product, I get that from them. That's how that works. Okay? But most of us have been or are in the matrix. You're never getting out unless you understand you're in the box first. And when you understand you're in the matrix, you can start thinking of ways to get out the matrix, because you got to buy back your time. Okay? And why is time so important? Because you have 4 plates that you are always spinning. You're always spinning 4 plates. And the first plate is called the money plate. And the money plate is made out of rubber, and you're spinning it. And if you lose balance of that plate and it fall down, it won't break. You can pick it back up. People have been bankrupt before and came back and got their money back right. Because money, you can make more. You can earn more of it. You can manifest and create more money. So it's not difficult to do. You can do that. Okay? Next up, you have another plate that you're always spinning. This plate is made out of rubber too. And this is the health plate. This plate is very important. Okay? Very important is a health plate. You're spinning it, trying to keep your health right? Trying to get fit, trying to stay healthy. And guess what? The health plate will fall sometimes and you'll get sick. That's life. That's life. It is what it is. Okay? And the health plate can fall, but because it's made out of rubber, you can pick it back up. How many people ever been bankrupt or really, really broke, but you made more money later and you got out of that debt or those bills that was beating you up? You back up top of your bills. How many people ever been sick? Okay, car wreck, maybe broke an arm, maybe had a cold. A lot of had COVID like 2-3 times. I'm unbothered about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter to me. It's just a cold. I don't care. But then you can get that back. You can get your health back, not all the time, but a lot of times. So the health plate is rubber. And even people, because it don't break. And even the people who pass away, that's unfortunate because they're transitioning on, right? Going to glory. Here's the thing. They were sick at some point previously and then got healed. Every kid done had a cold. Everybody done had a paper cut. Everybody done slammed their hand in the car. Like, we've all been through stuff. Because health plate is rubber, it bounces, it won't break. You can get your health back. The third plate we spinning is relationships. And everybody's spinning these plates, keeping these plates spinning, okay? And the third plate is relationships. This is also a rubber plate. A lot of us have been divorced. Is what it is. But we rebound and we start dating again, and then eventually we find the right person for us, or some people don't. But you might find people that make you happy. Like, you figure it out, right? From a life standpoint. And when the rubber relationship plate, even if it's nothing romantic, even if it's a friend or family member. Okay, yeah, Coach LSC bounced back too. We all bounce back. So COVID 3 times, me too. Didn't you know I was sick? Here's what it is. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yep. So, and Adrian products the whole time. Yes, for sure. For sure. And so the relationship plate, like me and my baby brother, we didn't talk for over a year. But because that plate was rubber, it didn't break. And we were able to get back talking and kind of reconcile our differences and move on. You know what I'm saying? Because relationship plates, you may spin that plate, it may fall down, but you typically can pick it back up and start spinning it again. Okay, John said the third time was a charm for John. That's it. You get it right. We can fall down and get back up. We can get that plate back spinning. Now, the fourth plate is not made out of rubber. The fourth plate is made out of glass. And everybody should know by now what the fourth plate is. What's the fourth plate? Let me see who's paying attention. Who's sharp? What's the fourth plate? And it ain't made out of rubber. It don't bounce back at all. Yep. Carol, sometimes, yeah, it can take 20 years sometimes, Carol said, to repair a damaged relationship. But it's possible. Thank you. Ms. Joan knows. The fourth plate is time, and it's made out of glass. Thank you, Coach Marcus. That plate fall is over. So time is the most important thing you have. I hate to tell you. It is the most important thing you have. Okay? If you hold your breath, now, this is the thing about spirits. The fourth plate is not spirit because spirit, from a soul standpoint, is eternal. It never breaks. If that was a plate, that we probably need to include that one, Makua, I would probably put spirit on the side of health, and I would probably put spirit on the side of relationships. Your relationship with the spiritual you, your relationship with God, right? Your relationship with just universal source energy as well that God created. So you can put that, like I've been away from God for a season and then came back. So that plate is not even, God plate is the most rubber plate of all. Like God is the most willing parent to ever get back in there. So I put that up there in a relationship plate and the health plate kind of somewhere up in there because your spiritual health is the thing. And sometimes we don't have the best spiritual health, but we can get it back, hopefully. But time, though, ain't no coming back from time. Let me tell you how important time is. If I promised Bob, and I said, Bob, I'll give you $50 million tomorrow, no strings attached. Seriously. And Bob goes, okay, do you want $50 million? I would say yes. Bob says, sure, I'll take it. Let me add one string. Bob, I will give you $50 million tomorrow, but the second you receive it, you have to die. Do you still want the $50 million? Bob would say no. All right, Bob, what about $100 million? No. What about $500 million, Bob? But the second you get it, you're dead. He's like, that's not even a close comparison. 500 million is not worth your time. Think about that. Because if you have would you trade your time for 500 million? No, because if you don't have no time, you're dead. You're dead. And so what the Matrix is designed to do, they can't just kill you outright. Oh, but they'll try. The Matrix is not designed to kill you flat out. They need you to work and pay taxes. They need you to go to school and go to college and have kids so you can indoctrinate into the Matrix. Right? You need kids to go to school. Why do they need to go to public school? They need to go to public school so they can learn how to sit down, stand up, shut up, go to lunch, get there at 8, leave at 3. Just like a job. And then they're going to give you work to do. Homework, schoolwork. It's still work. The public school system is an indoctrination vehicle for children. We all went through it. Don't get mad at me. I'm a graduate of the public school system. And I was on the way to college, job broke forever. I don't have to lie to you about this. Everybody who knows me knows. Okay? That is what the public school system is. But we want to get our kids out of public school and put them in a good private school. Half you can't afford it. And even if you could afford it, a lot of people are like, man, I want to homeschool my kids. You can't even do that because you got to go to work. So you can't homeschool. So the Matrix is all encompassing. Just understand that. And by the time you get out of it at retirement age, which keeps going up, by the way, it was 65, 67, retirement age is about to be 69 and 70 years old. They keep moving the goalposts so that you can get less of your pension, less of your Social Security, less of your retirement because they want you to die. They've got you out of all the money. Most people will spend from 25 to 65, 40 years of their life working. And by the time you've given them all of your time, your youth, your strength, your vitality, you ain't had no time with your family. 10 years later, you're dead. And some people don't get that much time. So that's why it's so, I know it sounds harsh. Will, you really got me feeling some type of way. Good. Then hopefully you'll do something about it. All right. Now, when we come down to the vehicle to get out of the Matrix, there are plenty of vehicles, but the vehicle we chose is HBN, specifically the Green Organics family of companies. We'll be talking about HBN right now. And I'm going to give you two things right quick. Number one, a guy who I know who's still in network marketing today. He's German. He made over $1 million a month in network marketing. Okay. And he's based out of Germany, and his company's based in the U.S. though. And I was talking to him a couple years back, and I'm like, give me the nuggets. What's the secret of how and why, you were able to make $1 million? If that's a conversation we can have. And in his broken English, he's better at German, way better in German. He was like, when I saw the company, I fell in love with the product and the pay plan. That was number one. It had to be a product that made sense and a pay plan that he would buy and get it shipped all the way to Germany, because he was like the first person to really start building in Germany with this particular company. And he said the website was in English. Everything was in English. I didn't read English, but I saw the results of the product online, and I'm like, I want this for Germany. And so he called, emailed, however he had to do it, translated to get signed up as a rep in Germany. Now, there was a lot of difficulty for him. And I said, well, how did you make it to the point where he said, man, I kept it simple with a simple system. And I'm translating in the way that I talk normally. But he said, I had a simple system that I followed, and I kept it simple. And I said, well, we got all kinds of tools and systems and gadgets and hacks and everything over here. He said, that's the problem. Y'all have too many different ways of doing things in America in network marketing. You don't have to keep it simple. You can be complicated as you want. You can have a click funnel list, funnel hack that, bump card this, AI that, pre-made 24-hour video, embed code that, funnel, like all kind of technically complicated stuff. And he was like, we ain't have none of that. Thank God, because if we had that, we would have overcomplicated the system, and I wouldn't have made the $1 million a month that I make. And I'm like, dang, okay. So I've always wanted to keep it simple. I've always thought in my mind that simplicity is key, a couple of steps at the most that everybody can do. And it's hard for me to stray away from that. It's hard for me to deviate from that. It's hard for me to teach you new and fun and innovative ways of doing things if we already got ways that work. Like solid, that actually work for sure. And it's hard for me because we have enough six-figure earners on. I said at least 3 or 4 of us on this call, at least just from HBN. You got 7-figure earners if you count commissions that we've made over our careers. But I'm looking at the people on this Zoom. Man, we got a lot of big money people over here, 6 and 7-figure earners on this Zoom. And I'm going to tell you right now, one more thing. I've heard it, and I like the quote, but I want to give you a caveat, okay? How many people in network marketing have ever heard a rising tide raises all ships? How many people have ever heard that? A rising tide, okay, raises all ships. It's something like that. You always hear it, like basically saying in network marketing, if the company's doing good, the reps are doing good. That's just not true. We've all heard it. I've even said it before, but I didn't understand it. I'm like, technically, that's not true. Like, I know people I know the company may be blowing up, and then there are certain teams that are not. Sometimes you have a team that's blowing up and the company is doing terrible. But we've all heard this before. A rising tide raises all ships. I do not believe that from a business standpoint without this caveat. In order for the tide to raise your ship has to be in the water. You can't be tied to the dock. Your ship you have to be in the water. You have to be actively engaged building a business. You can't just be sitting on auto ship hanging out. Can't do it. Doesn't work. You can't be just a product of the product and have your ship in the water. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The industry don't work that way. You have to have your ship in the water. So what does that look like? And this is, for HBN people, what does it look like to have your ship in the water as the company goes into what I call wave 3? So wave 1 of HBN was when the company first opened, and there was a lot of infrastructure stuff, right? Getting the product lines dialed in, figuring out the company identity. And that was the first 3 or 4 years of HBN was wave 1. And then wave 2 is when, we came and we kind of closed out. Me and Coach Marcus, Kimberly Wilkins, some other individuals, we closed out wave 1 when we came in because we were all the first 6-figure earners in the company ever. Marcus, Kim, myself, and some other people, we were the first 6-figure earners ever at HBN. So we kind of closed out wave 1. And then Coach Stephanie came involved after we had got there, and she didn't just become a 6-figure earner. She went on to become HBN's first 7-figure earner. So that was wave 2 when Coach Stephanie really came on board shortly after we completed wave 1. and just really started blowing it up and taught a lot. And we all learned a lot. So for those of us who were building, when the company got bigger, any of us who were building, yes, our ships was raised up too by all the new volume. And over that time period, also in wave 2, we got a new warehouse. I think we might have had 2 new warehouses. We got new shipping. We got new products. It was a lot of growth in wave 2. Coming into wave 3 of HBN, it hadn't quite started yet, but it's almost there. We're still doing a couple of tweaks. I'm going to just tell you right now the things that you need to do to be positioned to win for wave 3 as it comes up toward the end of the year, maybe even January, as we get some things sorted out and put some things in place. The best thing you can do, especially if y'all people that are new, you came in toward the end of wave 2, but in order for you to have the success that you want, that we've already experienced, the 6 and 7 figure earners that we've already experienced, or even if you've been with us a while, but you ain't never really plug in good, okay? You need to understand what I'm about to tell you, okay? The whole concept of getting in your ship in the water, all right, and I'm gonna sum it up with a sentence at the end, okay, is gonna be you need to be in HBN. Now, a lot of people here, you feel like you're in HBN, but you're not, and I want to explain what that means. If you're buying product, I don't care if it's 25 CV, 100 CV, 500 CV, doesn't matter to me. Wait, somebody says they don't have volume. Ralph, if y'all can hear me okay, put some hearts in the chat. Hit the little heart button or maybe put a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right. Ralph says he has no volume. Ralph, maybe try to turn your volume up. And it may be me. So Coach Mark, okay, yeah, Ralph, that's probably on your end. Turn your volume up, buddy. Okay. All right, they're going to get it. All right, they're going to get you sorted. Okay, thank y'all for that. All right. So you got to be in HBN. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a customer who's not on auto ship, even if you're at 100 CV a month, but you're not on auto ship, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not in HBN. You are a customer. You're what we call a sporadic. And sporadics are not bad. Sporadics might buy 30 CV of product on the 15th of the month. Then the next month, they might get 100 CV on the 1st or 2nd of the month. And then the next month, they'll get like 40 CV on like the 19th. It's sporadic. You're a customer and we love you. You may be recruiting from time to time, but you're not interested yet in building a stable, duplicatable business. You're sporadic. And we love our sporadics. We love you. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, y'all cool. We good with y'all, by all means, you know. However, people who are on auto ship of 25 CV, you're an H. You're not an HBN, you're an H. Okay, you're H. All right, I'm just letting you know. That's cool. We love. Hey, welcome H. Woo, in the house. Now, and that's 25 CV people on auto ship, regardless of the day of the month. Congratulations, you're in the company at least. You're in H. You're there. All right. Now, I don't see hardly no 50 CV auto ship, so we don't talk about those. For people who are on auto ship, I typically only see 25s and 100s. I rarely see 50s because 50s, they don't make any sense. You may as well, like, it just doesn't make any sense. All right. Like financially, it doesn't make any sense from a business standpoint. If I see somebody at 50 CV or 48 CV auto ship or 99 CV auto ship, I can tell they haven't been coached or they've been coached and are not paying attention. Okay. So if you're at 25 CV on an auto ship, you're an H and I'm proud of you. And then other people are at 100 CV. Okay. Hey, you're an HB. All right. Now look, now that's good because HB, I mean, that ain't nothing to shake a stick at. That's all right. And this is most people. Most people who are on this laser lot, most people who are serious, most people who made 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 are in HB, and that's fantastic. Okay, it's good in HB. However, you're not in HBN until you're at 100 CV auto ship on the 1st of the month. Why? Because you're leaving too much money on the table not being on auto ship on the 1st of the month. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Now, some people say, Will, I cannot afford to be on 100 CV auto ship on the 1st of the month. And I tell you, that is why you cannot afford 100 CV auto ship on the 1st of the month. Okay. And I'm not telling you this for my benefit. I've personally sponsored over 100 people who are on auto ship the 1st of the month. There's no lint off my jacket. The people that I personally sponsor are typically on 100 CV 1st of the month for sure. Because they know better. And I don't see the incentive to work with them in depth otherwise because they're leaving too much money on the table. So I can show you how to make money and then you won't even make it because your account's not active for the star bonus when it needs to be. So if you're at 100 CV auto ship on the 1st of the month, you're in HBN. You're in. And I don't want anybody to feel pressure to be on 100 CV authorship for the first of the month. I want you to feel confidence and faith that you can do it and that it's worth it. Okay? Because when people say, I can't afford to be on 100 CV authorship the first of the month, that tells me that that's your subconscious belief that you cannot afford it. Okay? And the Bible says that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if life and death is in the power of the tongue, according to your God may be different, but according to the God I serve, life and death is in the power of the tongue. I'm going to speak positively all the time. Okay? I'm going to lie to myself 24/7. I can afford it. I will afford it. I will have it. I am already this. I feel like I'm a millionaire. I feel like I'm at 100 CV authorship. Well, the Bible say don't lie. That's not true. Y'all must ain't be reading it. The Bible says thou shalt not bear false witness. And when you say false witness, that includes another party, not just yourself. That means you shouldn't lie to other people. You should not bear a falsity to a witness, which is another individual. You should not bear false witness and say, I saw something happen that didn't happen to in the presence of another individual. There's got to be that witness there. It's like when you go to the notary says, we need a witness. You by default need another person. When the pastor says, can I get a witness? There has to be another person there. Okay? Now for me, I lie to myself all day long. I'm the greatest of all time. Nobody's better than me at this. I'm going to make 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 million before I even slow down in network marketing. I'm going to be on 60 Minutes talking about network marketing. I'm going to have a TED talk on network marketing. I lie to myself all the time. I don't know if that stuff's true. I don't know if it'll happen. But if I say it enough, it'll happen. 100%. Because I'll believe it. So some of you, when you say it, see, that's the rough part. And Akua says right here, great point right here. They don't even have to afford it if they generate commissions to cover. Oh, well, working's a whole nother question. Being on auto-ship first of the month, 100 CV, that's NHBN. But if you want to work the business, you definitely will have to put in the work. But yeah, how many people on here? I know Coach Marcus for sure, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people on here that make more than $130 on the first of the month. And therefore, your commissions are always paid for. Your auto ship is always paid for by HBN commissions. That's just like a star bonus or two, and you're good. Okay, fair. So once you decide to have your boat in the water, which is 100 CV first of the month at HBN, now we got to get to the executive rank and start sponsoring people. And that means your boat's in the water because the company can do great. Akua says right here, she only paid one time off her debit card since 2020. Every other time on the first of the month, her auto ship's been covered with commissions. Charlotte Whitaker says always. All right. So I'm going to give you this again. Hopefully it'll make sense. And this is the sentence I want you to write down. 2 sentences and we'll get ready to wrap this up. Sentence number 1, we will help you build your business. Please write that down. In fact, write it down like this. We will help you build your business, period. Write that down. Somebody put that in the chat. We will help you build your business. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is once you have that written down with the period, we will help you build your business. I want you to take the period. See, the period's in the wrong place. I want you to move the period in between the words help and you. Okay. See, a lot of people think that that first sentence is correct. We will help you build your business. That is not correct. Not for anybody that want to make big money. See how Seymour did it? The period's in the middle now. Okay. You build your business. That's what you do. We will help. Okay. The period needs to be in between the word help and you. So the sentence should really read, you build your business. You got to do it. You got to get your boat in the water, get your auto ship together. You got to read the books. You got to watch the videos. You got to put the work in. You have to do what? Get to like you. We will help. We will help because we're all building a business. Okay. So you build your business. That's what you do. We will help. That's why they call us a support team because we'll help. All right. That's how that works. But we can't help you if you're not doing nothing. We can't help you if you haven't even done the basic 2 steps of our formula. And what's step 1? Be a product of the product. This is only, listen, and we're going to close with this. I'm going to give you one more sentence. We'll break it down and that's that. Okay. One more sentence. Get to like you. All right. Get to like you. That's the second sentence of the night. Get to like you. Now, the critical term there is like you. You can sponsor 2 people. That is easy. But can you find two people, and I'm going to give you just a couple of things that you probably need to look at. These are three things. Number one, the people that are like you, the number one. Do they have the same CVS as you? And CVS is not the store. CVS is a core value set. Do they have the same core value set as you? When I talk to Rick Burnett, when I talk to Stu Large, my big brother, when I talk to Marcus, another big brother of mine in the industry, when I talk to these gentlemen, Rick, Stu, and Mark, in different areas of their life, they're all like big brothers to me. Okay? Rick, Marcus, Stu, Miss Charlotte, like my big sister. Okay, there are people that I learn about from life standpoints. Okay, I'm not the end all, got all the answers, and I give them respect and deference as people in my life that I consider blessings to me. We may not be blood related like that, but that's my big brothers and my big sister. That's Auntie Charlotte. Okay, it's just what it is. And I pity anybody, come sideways in my auntie. I will handle you. That's just how strongly I feel about them. We all have the same core value set. We love our country. We love our families. We love our friends. We're loyal. We operate with integrity. We do the best we can. We all admit we're not perfect. We're not perfect. But we do our best as best we can with the resources, tools, characteristics, personality, and everything that we have. We do the best we can. It's not perfect. We're not Jesus, but we do the best we can. Okay? And we're not afraid to apologize when we're wrong. That's just what it is. Okay? We have the same core value set. I have some of my best conversations ever with them. Right? Now, Melissa's not my big sister. That's like my actual sister. I didn't mention her in that because Marcus, Stu, Charlotte, Rick, they all have a lot more life experience than me because they're a little bit wiser. I'm a little older, a little bit wiser. You can't tell, but they're a little older than me, a little bit. Melissa and me, nah, that's a contemporary. It's like my little sister. We good, okay? But we are really like a family unit because we have the same core value set. When I talk to Akua, and Dr. Brooks, it's about freedom for them. It's about health, and not just regular health, radiant health. Akua and Dr. Brooks was riding bikes in the mountains like some kids. I'm like, man, y'all moving like y'all 20 years old out there. Me and Shauna Jackson, I've never sponsored Shauna, but Shauna's cool with me. Chris is cool with me. Shauna, we share a passion for basketball. Okay? It's a core value set. You got to understand that. It's a core value set. Okay? And when you have the same core value set as someone, you're on the path to finding two like you. Because one thing about Rick Burnett, Stu, Marcus, Melissa, Charlotte, myself, what do we have in common? We ain't afraid to work hard. We will work hard. You're not going to outwork us. No. You might out-talent me. You You might out charisma me. You might out talk me. You might out, your Benz might be bigger than mine. I don't even care. Guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to outwork me. You're not. You're not. Y'all can't even tell. My sleep schedule this weekend, I've been running off about 3 hours of sleep. I'll make up for it tomorrow when everybody else is at work. But I've been running about 3 hours of sleep. You're not going to outwork me. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you. And nothing I do will I be outworked. Absolutely not. Okay? So number one, same core value set. Number two, okay? When you're looking for somebody like you, this is number two. The first one was a core value set, CVS. Core values in common. This is huge. You can't get away from that. You can't get away from that. All right? Number two, you got to have a dream that you're willing to fight for. They have to have a dream that they're willing to fight for. If they don't have a dream for their life, even if we get the same core, like me and my little brother had the same core value set. He doesn't have a dream that he's willing to fight for, though. He just don't have that. Melissa has a dream that she's willing to fight for. Okay? I know it. I know that. We talk about it. Okay? Coach Marcus has a dream that he has been literally willing to fight for. Okay? It's a different level. When I talk to Coach Sonic Jones has a dream, literally a dream. Akua has a dream, and she's willing to fight for it every single day. And the biggest fights you have are internal with yourself from an internal growth standpoint, because we are all ourselves pushed out. Okay? We'll talk about that another day. All right? It's just what it is. What the Bible says in the book of Matthew, according to your faith, shall it be done unto who? You. According to your faith, according to your belief. What you think life really going to give you? That's the law. Come from the Lord. I'm just telling y'all, don't get mad at me. So you got to have a dream that you're willing to fight for. Okay. David had to slay Goliath for his dream. Joseph had to go to jail, get accused of some stuff by Potiphar or whatever. Joseph had to get free and then accomplish his dream. But he fought the whole time. He was never giving up. Okay. Jesus died literally for his dream. That's what it is. Everybody but Deborah, one of the judges, one of the only judges in the book of the Bible. Deborah had a fight and had to kill a dude. She shanked the dude. Yeah. Sometimes you got to have a dream you're willing to fight for. Carolyn, no. And that's what the mountain was all about. The mountain in Denver was all about a dream that you're willing to fight for. You got to put that work in. But that mountain was wearing folks out. I fell down the mountain. I got cut up, blood everywhere. Y'all was there? I think Rick might have gave me like a shirt or something to bandage it up, man. Miss Charlotte was in there going hard. Carolyn, I don't see Carolyn. I saw Roz though. Carolyn was somewhere around there. I saw Roz. I saw Akira with no shoes on. We was grinding. Torn ACL. We were putting in work. Why? It symbolized the dream that we were willing to fight for. And trust and believe, Rick, Jonas, Nick, the other kid, youngsters, man, they was first up that mountain. I was looking for Rick. Rick was long gone. Melissa was on it too. Yeah, Jonas stole our water. It was crazy. All right. So that's number 2, a dream you're willing to fight for. The third thing is they got to be in HBN. And what is that? 100 CV Autoship first of the month. I hate to have to say this every week, but it's the truth. They're not really in yet. And that's the 3 things I recommend because it's going to tie into this, and we'll close the call with this. Number 1, core value set. Number 2, a dream that they're willing to fight for. Number 3, they got to be in HBN, which is 100 CV Autoship first of the month. Why? Because that means they're a product of the product. And the product of the product is the first step in making the big money in the business. Write that down. You see 100 CV Autoship first of the month, the NHBN, that means they're a product of the product. Drink the tea, use the coffee, use the black seed oil every day. In fact, if you want to, you can put the black seed oil in the tea. You can put it in the tea, okay? Just dump it in there. Fine by me, whatever that is. Dang near empty, right? Let's see what else I want to put in there today. Purge tonic, because why not? Right? I'm a product of the product. These products are safe. I love them. Man, there it is. Okay. I'm using up all my bottles over here. I might even throw a little fulvic acid in there just because. Why not? I'm a product of the product. I don't even care. All these products are healthy. They safe. They make me feel incredible. And that's that. Okay? Product of the product. Off top. Yeah, we got oils over here. We could put I'm putting some sensory on. You got to be a product of the product. You have to be. Okay? So if we looked at the things we talked about, number 1, core value, because we're talking about get to like you. Write that down. Get to like you. And I just see one of my sisters right here, Larice Rivers. Rivers of Money. Want to give a shout out to Larice. Larice been on 100 CV Auto Ship first of the month for 10,000 years. Okay? Just what it is. All right? And love it. And Larice has made millions of dollars in network marketing. Period. Just what she does. All right? So just understand, what's Shauna say? Peeing up. No, I'm not. Shauna, because in order for me to be up peeing all night, that would mean that I'm not going to sleep. So no, I'm going to be asleep like a baby. Like an actual baby. I'm going to be sleep amazing. I promise you. I promise. All right. So let me finish it up with this. Get to like you. Understand that. Internalize that. Not just any old 2. U plus 2. Nah, it's old. U plus 2. No. Now, if you say U plus 2 Freedom Project, what that means is it's U plus 2. But the 2 are like you. Get to like you. Not get people to like you. Get to people like you, okay? 1, same core value set. 2, have a dream that they're willing to fight for. 3, they're in HBN, and that is product of the product. 4, they learn. And what do they learn? The stuff you already know how to do because you sponsored them. Teach them everything you know, okay? Teach them. 5, make sure that they get to like them, okay? And 6, teach them to teach the same stuff that you taught them. It's literally you're just working with your 2 best friends. I can't make it no more simple. It's what they do in Germany. It's so simple. Now, if you don't have 2 people like you, go meet them. You like bowling? Go join a bowling league. You like working out? Go work out. You like basketball? Start get season tickets. Even if they're the cheap tickets all the way in the top. You're going to be sitting next to another season ticket holder who loves basketball as much as you. And they got disposable income just like you. You need 2 people, and you need to teach them, okay? Core value set, a dream you're willing to fight for. They got to be in HBN. They got to learn the basics from you because you already know how to log in and set up an auto ship. Teach them that. You already know how to sponsor a person and put them in a back office and move them with the holding tank. How do you know that? Because you did it to them. So just teach them what you know. So they need to learn. Then they need to take what they learned and go get their 2 people like them. And the last step, number 6, teach them to teach what you taught so it keeps going. That's it. That is the way that the German people made millions and millions of dollars. $1 million a month for one of them. I saw it. I saw the check. I know it's $1 million a month. And he didn't get no spot. This ain't none of this goofy spot. I know the owner, so I'm going to get a position. No. It can happen here, and it can happen for you, but you can't deviate from that at all. You can pick up customers all along the way, okay, with the hot market system, with any other way you want, the gift card program. You can get customers all day long with HBN. But if you want to make the big money, it's get to, like you, teach that, run that play, and never deviate. In HBN, you never deviate. You spend 80% of your time focused on get to, like you. And the other 20% of your time, and this is just the time you're building. So let's make it full circle. So you're in the matrix. All your time is taken care of. It's all allotted for. If you take 1 hour a day, I'm going to tell you how you divide your time. You take 45 minutes finding, recruiting, looking for 2 like you. That's what you do. The other 15 minutes, you spend 5 minutes watching a motivational video, okay? Every day watch a motivational video, or maybe a video about network marketing, or listening to an audio book about network marketing or about personal development, motivation, leadership. Even if you're going to listen to 5 minutes of it, that's fine. The other 10 minutes, you spend that time plugging people in to the motivational videos, the groups, the Facebook Lives, the chats, all that type of jazz. All right? How do I have time for these lives? If you can't watch the live now, watch the replay tomorrow while you're driving to work. Listen to the replay while you're driving to work. That's why it's all recorded. That's why they're all here for you. So you can be vacuuming around the house on Saturday, doing stuff you got to do. Have your headphones in, listening to this information. You don't have to take an hour away from the matrix, because it's hard enough to get 1 free hour for y'all. I can tell. For those of y'all who are on here live, I salute you. But if you can't be on here live, take the time that you're driving or cooking or washing clothes, have your headphones in and be playing this information and get it in you so you don't have to take an hour to do it. Learn when you're doing low intelligence activities, driving, laundry, cooking. You don't need to hear nothing for that. Just get the information in. For the 1 hour a day that you get to work, the 1 hour you get to get out of the matrix is probably from like 8 to 9, probably, something like that, in the evenings, during the week. If the kids go to bed early, you can find the time. Spend 45 minutes recruiting. Spend 45 minutes trying to get to like you. Talking to people, having conversations, meeting people, messaging people on Facebook. That's all you're looking for. Is to get 2 people like you. That's it. So that's 45 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? You are going to go ahead and listen to motivational stuff. 5 minutes a day, man. Typically in the morning. Get that done. And then 10 minutes, you're going to be spent doing admin stuff, like the goofing off in your back office, checking your back office, withdrawing your commissions. And 10 minutes, though, really teaching your 2 people or 1 person when you get them to do the things you already did. Yo, I got 5 minutes for a call. Hop on. Okay, this how you go log in. This how you log in. This how you set up your auto ship. Blah, 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 blah. Your auto ship set up. Okay, cool. Look, I got to call somebody else. And only spend 10 minutes a day doing admin. Okay? And Coach Marcus says right here, post this video on the team YouTube channel. Sounds good to me, Coach. That's the deal. All right, so I got to run do another Facebook Live. I'll see y'all over there. God bless you. Good night. I love you. And can't wait to see everybody in Atlanta next month. It's going down like 4 flat tires. It's going to be a good time.